Both these guys look like they've got quite a stand-up based style, Steph, just from the way they're setting up and from what we know about them.
Well, Kevin Lobban, a multiple kickboxing champion, Scottish, British and Celtic champion. Certainly that's where he wants the fight to take place.
Ryan Thomas looks like he's got quite a long range here. Both of them throwing those kicks out to the knee there, quite a strange one.
Ryan the Promise Thomas, fighting out of Next Generation in Northern Ireland. Nice use of the jab there from Thomas. Oh, and the cross there almost caught Lobban.
Yeah, I think he just glanced off of Lobban there. I don't think he landed strong. Lobban keeps his hands quite low. I tell you, those kicks just above the knee, they're awkward and they're sore. It's a John Jones specialty, of course.
Yeah, nice hook there from Thomas.
Yeah, Thomas is using his range here quite nicely, using that reach advantage that he's got. And he almost lands a head kick there, obviously.
Flashy kick attempt there from Kevin Lobban, but it's landed him in real trouble.
Thomas trying to seek that other hook there, but Lobban defending it quite nicely, stopping him from getting both in and taking the full back control.
I think you can tell that Thomas has got good jiu-jitsu there, because he's trying to move that arm out of the way to get the hook in, and there he goes, and there it is.
Now, if I was Lobban here, I'd be trying to shake him off, but it looks like he's going to try some sort of shaking him off the cage kind of maneuver rather than shaking him off the top. Body triangle from Thomas there.
Yeah, what Lobban doesn't want to do is, the temptation here is to kind of fall forward and try and drop him on his head. If he does that, chances are he's going to end up on the ground with a body lock, and that's not what you want to do.
And potentially with a very sore head himself as well, which is not what you're wanting.
Kevin Lobban is a very good fighter, but he's a kind of fighter that I think lets things get inside his head. We've seen him fall out with referees before in previous fights. We've seen him kind of get into a little bit of verbals with his opponent, and you know, maybe if he got rid of that from his game, this is someone that could be potentially a very good fighter. Obviously he's a very good kickboxer, that's clear. But Thomas is taking a little bit
trying to soften him up a wee bit, you know, just trying to, and he looks like he might have it on the chin there.
Yeah, he's got
there you go, that's in tight. This fight is over unless Lobban produces a miracle here. And he's got the hand free. Well done, Kevin Lobban.
Done well. I think when it went to the ground, he might have just softened his grip a little bit. I think that's what went wrong there for Thomas.
It looked like it was in a really bad position, and he's in it again. It's a tricky one here for Lobban.
Yeah, he's waiting.
It's a really tricky one for Lobban. Good on him, though, I tell you. What fight on him.
I can't believe he scrambled free from that again.
Absolutely every single fighter on the FFC card so far. The first 3 fights of the evening, they've all been tough as nails.
Ryan Thomas was described by our MC Stuart Allen as a boxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, and that certainly seems to be the case. His hands look pretty decent, and his jiu-jitsu certainly so far is living up to the description. Yeah,
just trying to soften him up with some punches and then work this rear naked choke. He's got the body triangle. It's not in too tight, but tight enough to make it nice and awkward and stop Lobban from managing to escape. Yeah, Lobban doing a really good job of fighting the hands to prevent that choke, although I did look for a second there as if he was just wavering. His hand was wavering in the I'm about to tap position. And something happened that he managed to escape. So here, FFC 5 and Hamilton. Kevin Lobban in the red corner up against Ryan the Promise Thomas in the blue corner. Here we go, round 2. Interesting from Thomas, he switches stances just freely, as if it's just no thing.
Yeah, it's his boxing background, you have to imagine. He's obviously quite light on his feet.
He's got Lobban up against the cage here. Wonder if he'll separate or if he'll work for the takedown.
Nice knee there from Lobban, just giving Thomas something to think about.
Yeah, again, Lobban sneaked him in twice there, Steph.
Yeah, and he gets his knee up very quickly, doesn't he? Lightning quick.
Matching jabs there.
Yeah, I don't like the look of Lobban's right eye. I think that's looking like it might be closing up pretty soon. These 3-minute round fights, I suppose, is the good thing. That you get the buzzer fairly quickly, they can work on it, but it does look as if it's closing up. Nice body kick, and he follows it up with a good right hook.
Lobban is aggressive,
yeah,
isn't he?
He's finding his range now, isn't he?
He just bites down in that gum shield, marches forward and gets a nice judo throw takedown. Beautiful stuff.
He's working on the ground now. Let's see what he can do from here.
He's only got one hook in, but there you are. Trying to sync that up now. Nice work though from Thomas to prevent that, but he has given up full mounts.
He's just about got the mount, and he's got it now. He's got to make some distance, doesn't he, Lobban? He's got to start landing strikes. What a turnaround this would be.
Oh yeah, that brilliant work there from Kev Lobban, just being aggressive, deciding, you know what, I'm going to take my own destiny into my own hands here and just go for it.
What has happened? Is that just blood? I beg your pardon. It looked like there was a massive scar on the leg of Ryan Thomas there, but it's just blood that's run its way down. It's like a huge gash for a second. I think it must be checking one of those kicks.
Lobban now trying to work some ground and pound.
Yeah, Kevin Lobban looks much more comfortable now than he did 2 minutes ago. He's not got a lot of time to work with these short rounds, of course, softening up the body and then going for the head.
Yeah, the eye that seems to be closing a little bit there. I tell you what, it's not doing it. Oh, there you go, the armbar attempt, and he slams out it.
He wants to take that top position back now. There's no use being there where he is now.
Yeah, that's power there from Lobban. Just about to say that eye closing up didn't seem to be doing him any damage. It hasn't affected him mentally either, but then almost gives up an armbar there. Maybe that's a symptom of the eye. Some strange kind of kicks here from Thomas, mixing it up a little bit.
Thomas shoots the takedown and he gets it.
That's a very strange takedown.
And Lobban ends up in top position to see what he can do with this. Not long to go now in this round.
I don't even know how you would describe that. It was like a roly-poly takedown there, Steph, wasn't it? He went for a trip takedown, and then I'm not quite sure how they ended up in the position they're in now with Lobban. And
hey, whatever works. Roly-poly, double leg, single leg, whatever, son, so I can get it to the ground. But Lobban will finish the round in top position, and that might be pretty important in the eyes of the judges.
Yeah, this fight is nice and back and forth. These guys going for it. Just look away now.
Here we go, the third and final round. 3 minutes to decide this fight.
Well, they're both the war wounded now. Lobban with the eye, and nice work from Lobban going straight to that leg with a cut. I don't know if that'll stop the fight, but that'll definitely get
when that one landed,
Thomas thinking.
Yeah, he's definitely chopped down on that area there. Although a cut is probably not going, as you say, not going to finish a fight. But who knows what kind of damage?
Seen a cut to a leg finish a fight, Steph, have you?
But who knows what kind of damage is done behind that, and that's maybe what Lobban's thinking.
Oh, there
now
you go.
He puts him on his back, and let's see what he can do from here. Lobban side control.
Yeah, Lobban quite cleverly there, catching the knee attempt from Thomas and taking him to the floor.
Thomas gets it back to half guard, but
yeah, well, Lobban looked really comfortable in this position at the second round there, Steph.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good heavy top control. Did look in a little bit of danger at one section, but just
with the armbar there, yeah, the armbar attempt. Absolutely. Let's see how this pans out now. What's Lobban going to do? I mean, is he thinking that he'll win the fight if he stays where he is now? Who knows if his cornermen believe he won that second round, which it's a tough one though, because
it's a tough one to call the whole fight. Yeah. I do not envy the judges for one.
One thing we can say for sure is that Thomas won the first round. Second one's up in the air. Let's just see what Lobban does from here. His cornerman, Kevin Lobban's cornerman, are shouting at him to keep the fight where it is. That would lead you to believe that they think he won the second round.
Yeah, some clever tactics here. It's not all just about coming in and swinging and biting down your gum shield like Lobban did in the second round to really take the ascendancy in this fight. A lot of it is just a human chess match as well, and at the moment Lobban's got the upper hand. Not quite checkmate, but certainly got him in trouble. Referee Dean Weir just kind of hovering over this, looking like he's going to step in here if a lot more action doesn't occur in the next short while.
Yeah, I have to be honest, I don't think Lobban's doing an awful lot to keep the referee at bay. He's really got to do more work from here, whether it's striking, whether it's trying to advance his position. Not quite sure what it is he's trying to do here. He's now trying to range up there and land some punches, but Thomas very cleverly clasps his hand behind his back and just keeps him very close to him. Thomas wants to stood up, and he's got his wish. Cornerman giving instructions there.
Well, there you go to Ian Thomas. The promise has got a chance to wing shots and see what he can do.
Yeah, nice from Lobban. Nice left hook. And again, a leading left hook there again from Lobban.
Oh, a nice body shot there from Lobban. I like his boxing whenever he opens up here. Oh, nearly with the judo throw, but he's put himself in real danger late in this third round. Can the promise end this fight here? Could he snatch control of this fight really late on? He's trying, he's squeezing hard, but I don't think he's got it, Steph. And there we go.
Another really good fight here at FFC 5. Kevin Lobban, I'm quite impressed with how he came back after being on the end of some serious trouble in the first half, in the first round certainly, and he's done well in the second, and I think he's done quite well in the third too. So this will be a really tight one for the judges. Don't aim for them.